further into the city, and West Texas A&M not really looking to be aggressive and push after them. The closest player is Anxiety Bites for West Texas A&M here. I don't think he has. He's apparently giving himself an adrenaline shot. I'm not sure the reason behind that. Paradox actually going to get a knock on a Martinful down here. That's actually going to be a kill for Worcester Polytechnic Institute, or WPI. So, getting some early kill points for them. There's a lot of like solo action going on here. There is WPI team number 7 down here, kind of grouped, but originally there was a couple of solos that just kind of were straight off from their team. You see the zones shifted to the north side of Miramar. Teams shouldn't have too much of a problem rotating into here. The very top side of Miramar is going to be very open, since a lot of them are on the south. We actually have Mr. Blockhead trailing one of the WPI members. And this is Cincinnati Red. You can see him, he's chasing him down. Twiggy is in the vehicle next to him, or in the passenger seat, I should say, so shots can definitely be coming out here pretty soon from Cincinnati Red. And McQuinty's going to be all alone here, so these guys are actually going to get out and maybe try and take some shots. Actually, Twiggy's just going to get on the motorcycle. He's definitely going to have the speed, but I don't think University of Cincinnati is looking to sort of find any engagements at the moment. McQuinty actually picked up a teammate. True. Mr. Blockhead is falling behind. Actually flipped his Morado, but managed to land back on all 4 wheels. Could have been very interesting there. I'm very surprised that WPI does not turn around and take shots here at Mr. Blockhead. It could be... oh no! Team number 15, Florida State. Looks like a vehicle got rolled over and actually exploded on them. That's going to take 2 members out for them. Definitely unfortunate here. We'll take a look at Meme Cuisine from team number 10, Rochester Institute of Technology. Some shots over. He's down to 1 hit. Can he find the last one? Not gonna happen. But there's actually... So this is the new Miramar map, and there's actually a ramp here that I guess Esports Not Ready may have taken here. I don't know if Meme Cuisine actually knows that he's on the other side of the vehicle here, as he's just looting. West Texas A&M coming in here from the west side might be able to get a visual. Take a look. No, definitely not in line of sights at the moment. Florida State will lose one of their members as well from that vehicle knock. So RIT is actually not going to get that kill. Cuisine just didn't know that he was there. So as you can see, a lot of these teams now rotated into the center of the zone. Still 1 team, 2 teams kind of straggling behind. We'll take a look at Mr. Blockhead now from University of Cincinnati. taking some shots over at LSU in yellow, down, or up the hill, I should say. LSU has been a really top performer this season. They have nearly 100 points over the next highest leader. So definitely some teams are going to want to try and take them out early if they're looking to, you know, kind of take the lead away from LSU. That shot actually connected from Garu. Mr. Blockhead taken down to about half HP. It's a 2v4 situation right now. I don't know where the rest of the University of Cincinnati squad is. And that's Cincinnati Red. For anyone who is a fan of UC. Looks like LSU's looking to rotate as the next zone that did shift south pretty hard as well. Cheese from RIT taking some shots over at University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Kind of a long-range exchange here. Snipers coming out from both ends. She's trying to find that peak that's going to give him the advantage here. I don't think he's able to see it, as ULL is actually choosing to sort of, looks like they might choose to rotate out of here. Yeah, they got some vehicles now. So a lot of teams choosing to rotate behind. This is the zone where we're definitely going to see a lot of people starting to get knocked as all these teams are converging to the center of the circle. You just have to kind of choose a compound and hope, you know, you're the first one here. And if you're not, you hope that your team can outfrag the other. So it's that fine balance of, you know, choosing where you want to rotate and, you know, having the gun skill to outplay the other teams. You can also play edge like some of the teams here. West Texas A&M is choosing to do that, as well as Marietta College, kind of playing the outskirts of the zone. LSU's definitely in a good spot for themselves, kind of center of the circle. They are one of the more experienced teams and know what it takes to win these games. Oblivion the Ace actually going to get a kill onto White Horizon. That's going to be one member out for University of Cincinnati Black. Coca-Cola trying to take a peek down to this compound. He's not quite able to see anyone, but can definitely hear the shots that are coming out. Spots Crimson from St. Ambrose University, and actually going to get traded, taken down to 20 HP there. Maybe overpeaked just a little bit too long, as there are 4 members here for St. Ambrose who are quite able to return some shots. Take a look over to RIT now, kind of split 2 and 2. Also fighting team number 13, which is Norwich University. Hershey kind of left on the hill, trying to see if he can get a pick here. I don't think RIT would sort of full-on rush this if a pick did happen, but that would definitely put them at an advantage and kind of limit some of the resources that Norwich would have for the later game, as far as medical supplies and armor goes. They do have a vehicle though, so they can definitely rotate. Actually, they rotate into this northern compound up here. They'll be in a pretty good position for the rest of the game, and it could even shift to that northern circle or zone. Team number 2, McMaster University, gonna spot out Worcester, actually flipping the Murado. Whoa, that was actually a huge shot on Oblivion's case. Look at that with the vehicle flip. You could not have timed that any more perfectly. Mr. Vision gonna pick up the kill, secure there. And this is the cue for McMaster to just kind of push in all forces. They've got that knock. You know, WPI is down a member now. So they don't want to be too aggressive with that because there is still 3 members alive for Worcester Polytechnic Institute. But both these teams are still out of the zone, so they have to be quick about their rotations and be kind of decisive on what they want to do. Any hesitation here could definitely cost the team. I think McQuinty's actually driving between a full team right now. Team number 14, UC Black's going to be taking some shots. Binksy going to throw a nade that's not quite going to get there. Going to pull out the sniper there. Not going to be able to connect it. Cajun Vlad's going to get a kill onto Cheese from RIT. So you can see a lot of crossfire happening now, even on both sides of the circle. The north side's actually pretty empty. It's going to be the center zone. ULL has actually got them in a pretty tight spot. They're kind of surrounded on both sides from St. Ambrose as well as Norwich University. So they're going to have to choose to take those fights kind of one at a time. And hopefully, you know, West Texas A&M or other teams are going to be able to help them, you know, third party. Zone did shift to the west, so we'll see a lot of these eastern teams kind of get caught in a lot of action as the next zone will pop in about 40 seconds. Binksy trying to take some long-range shots down there. Actually going to get hit. One of the members from West Texas A&M is going to go down to the zone. I don't know. They actually made it out, so West Texas A&M will be able to get that res. Sauce Panda's going to get a knock on occasion. Ricky Bobby. That was actually from over here in the warehouse. Definitely doing a good job of keeping ULL suppressed and, you know, wear them down as the game goes on. Still a lot of players alive. There's 46 players alive. Still all 14 teams are alive. So, you know, no team has been knocked out completely yet. There is a few low count teams that have 2 players, or I think Twiggy Smalls is the last member alive for Florida State right now. So he has to play very cautiously about where he goes. And he's actually going to be spotted out from teams across the way. Mitchy Boy taking some hits onto him, taken down to 7 HP, gonna go down. That's gonna be Florida State going out. A little unfortunate there, but University of California, Berkeley, another great team in the league. Pulsefy actually using the new Winchester with the scope on it. Definitely interesting to see how some of these teams are adapting to some of the weapon and map changes. Winchester with the scope definitely makes it a little bit more viable in all aspects of the game, early, middle, and late. We are going to see kind of like a water tower ending. You see Black kind of caught on top of this hill. You see a lot of kills coming in through the kill feed. 43 alive right now, 13 teams. The Flox is going to try and take a spray down the hill. Landed a couple. But the zone is pushing in, so these guys have got to make a move now. This zone will hurt a lot if teams are not prepared for it. LSU. Binksy's going to go down to University of California, as well as Mitchie Boy's going to take the final player out for University of California. Or I'm sorry, University of Cincinnati. So you've got team number 5, which is Cincinnati Red here, as well as team number 7, which is Worcester Polytechnic. These guys are actually like in the same vicinity. I'm not quite sure if they see each other. Yep. Getting actually spots him. Oh, but he got traded by Pulsify with the Winchester. Great knock by Pulsify. He's going to try and get the res real quick, but Pulsify is going to throw that nade there and actually clean up house there. That's going to be Worcester Polytechnic going out. But University of California, Berkeley still here on this hill, having a great line of sight onto University of Cincinnati Red. Both these teams are outside of the circle, so they definitely want to, you know, make it possible so that their rotation into zone is safe. You see Berkeley does have a vehicle, though. Want to make sure those vehicle tires don't get popped. Mitchie Boy's going to take the driver's seat here. We're going to see LSU also choosing to rotate in vehicles. This is going to be a very interesting crash depending on where they choose to go. Trying to get, there's a lot of color as you can see inside this zone. Even the A's going to get a nice shot on the Iceman Navy with the headshot there. Low Penguin from LSU going to be taking shots over at University of Cincinnati. They do kind of make a nice vehicle cover for themselves. But will it be enough? Oblivion the Ace going to be taking a few shots here. So fight coming out now from University of California, Berkeley, as well as ULL. These are both two highly skilled teams taking this fight. I think it's currently a 2v4 with one member knocked from UCB. And actually, team number 2, McMaster, is going to try and third party this. And that's going to be LSU taking out University of Cincinnati. This is a nice third party coming in for McMaster. And Cajun Ricky Bobby and Soboard are able to fend off this for now, but now they've got another team in their compound. It's definitely a numbers game. McMaster does have the advantage here. They have 4 members live. He has 2. McMaster going to try and throw some smokes down, get some artificial cover for them. And McMaster's going to try and push in to this compound and get a little bit closer. That was actually a smoke grenade. Okay. Oh no! You don't want to hop out now. Mr. Vision is going to go down to Cajun Ricky Bobby. Sadud's holding that corner very well, forcing Cajun Ricky Bobby to heal up. There is a lot of smoke cover there, so McMaster should be able to get that res off. If Cajun Ricky Bobby or Soboard throw a nade in that general direction, it should be able to connect with someone. I'm not sure if they have any in their inventory. Cajun Ricky Bobby does not. And Soboard does not either, so that's kind of unfortunate that they don't have that utility available for them. But nonetheless, they do have some good scopes on their weapons. And have been able to connect on a lot of these shots. Living the Ace and Sudded were able to kind of rotate into the next door building. They're now kind of 2 split, and actually a big nade coming out from Oblivion the Ace. That's going to force Sobor to kind of make a move or leave catering Bobby. Now Sobor has to play as a solo for himself. Will he be able to get one? Just get the kill. You got to take the kill. You got to be very careful about how you peek that. He was able to get one knock. Unfortunately, McMaster does live with all 4 members alive. He should be able to get that res off very easily. We'll take a look over now to West Texas A&M, who's fighting team number 13, Norwich University. These two teams sort of in the middle of the pack standings, so definitely a good fight coming out between these two teams. Cakesterman takes some shots. Johnny Bites almost gets the shot there. Doesn't quite connect, but does finish off original loser. Bites now inside the building, gonna try and navigate his way to safety. It's the last number. Revival doesn't quite get the quick peak. Webbington does get the kill there. That's gonna be Norwich taking that fight. Team number 4 now, Ohio State, taking some trades with St. Ambrose University. Both these teams kind of in a bad position. All they have is really smokes for their cover. And team number 8, St. Ambrose, actually has a really good angle, having kind of a split formation here. They only have 2 members alive at the moment, but they have really good angles on Warden. It's just whether or not they're able to play it to their advantage here. Does he see Sauce Panda? He's got to connect this shot. This could be really huge for Ohio State. the patience, the trigger patience. Oh, he's gonna try and throw a nade. He's gonna throw it. It's gonna take a second for it to go off, but the zone is pushing him, so he's gonna have to move. That nade didn't quite connect. He's actually gonna get 1. Can he get 2? This might be it. Warden 50 HP. Almost gets it off. But Sauce Panda is gonna be able to be revived. That's gonna be St. Ambrose taking out that team there. Norwich is actually in a very good spot to win this game. They do have the numbers advantage and have 5 kills to their name right now. Definitely performing really well this game. LSU is also in this game as well. They, as you all probably know, have been very dominant in collegiate PUBG. But I'd like to see one of these other teams kind of take the lead from them. Master might be able to do that. And Norwich might be able to do that as well. LSU HDB's trying to get sort of a flank here. HDB's getting shot from McMaster. Actually was able to prevent that spray from HDB. And Norwich University has to be very careful about how they position. They've got 2 teams on either side of them, as well as a team across from them. I do not know if McMaster knows that they're there. Actually, I think they do now, because LSU has been taking shots in that direction. So they definitely know a team is over in that direction. Currently down to 4 teams alive, 12 players left standing. Here we go, we have LSU versus Norwich University. Lopez is going to start out. He's going to trade off, it's going to be a 2v2. Who's got it? HCB still alive. Gibberish actually going to clean up house and get the last remaining member for LSU. Should be able to get both of these reses off. It's actually going to be very close. Webbington's going to have to resist. The zone is moving very slowly. As soon as this zone pushes in, though, they're going to have to heal. And actually, no, Gibberish is going to be the last one alive. He's going to choose not to res. Not going to be able to. A few shots. He just needs to connect one more. Not going to be able to get it. Mr. Vision able to find cover at the rock. Going to be taking some more shots. Saucepan is actually down. And that's going to be it. Crimson's going to die to the zone. Mr. Vision takes it. McMaster University taking game number 1. Well played. McMaster coming in with a lot of kills there. They've had 13 kills. Definitely the highest out of any of these teams. In second, we had Crimson with 3 kills, Granick with 1 kill. That was Norwich University. Did really well for them as well, taking out LSU. I may have been smoking there. But Cakesterman and Gibberish, those guys are Norwich. And LSU in 4th. And there you have it. I'll show you the rest of the leaderboard here. And with that, we'll take a short break and be back with game number 2. We have 3 games tonight. Be sure to catch all the action here. Please don't go anywhere, and we'll see you soon.
To be nervous, I'm not dangerous anymore. Yeah, I cleaned up and found Jesus, and he's waiting at the door. Now here's a leaflet, try to read it. You have always been a friend, but when you see me next, you won't recognize the motherfucker that I am. I'm born
cold open.
traveling in packs that I can't carry anymore. But waiting for somebody else to carry me. There's nothing that's there for me at my door. All the people I know aren't who they used to be. And if I try to change my life one more day, there would be nobody else to save. And I can't change into a person I don't wanna be. So, oh, it's Saturday night. I pray for the wicked on the weekend. Mama, can I get another amen? Oh, it's Saturday night. Swear to God, I ain't never gonna repent. Mama, can I get another amen? Oh, it's Saturday night. Yeah. Every morning when I wake up, I wanna be who I couldn't say I'd ever been. But it's so much more than I ever was. If every night I go to sleep knowing that I give everything that I had to give, man, it's all I could have asked for. I've been standing up beside everything I've ever said, but oh, it's Saturday night. I pray for the wicked on the weekend. Mama, can I get another amen? Oh, it's Saturday night. Swear to God, I ain't never gonna repent. Mama, can I get another amen? Oh, it's Saturday night. Yeah. If I had one more
about that, and the dwelling on the future. Let's kind of get into the now and look at what's going on with this game right here. There's actually a lot of teams already in the circle. It did shift very hard west. So we've had like a north zone, and now we have a west zone, and actually, or a lot of kills coming out over here. What is going on? Norwich and LSU, the teams that were fighting each other at the very end of game number 1, have now found each other at the very beginning of game number 2. This is kind of like a revenge match like from just game 1. Cakesterman's gonna go down. That's the Donnie saying, no, you will not kill us this time. We are going to take you out. And Webbington and Gibberish are going to be the last 2 remaining members for Norwich University. LSU did not lose any members, so they're going to be all right. But that was definitely a very interesting matchup. Just very coincidentally that they found each other that early. Just it wasn't even like a city drop either. It was this random, warehouse location compound. LSU kind of split 4, 1, 2, or 2 and 1, 1. So it was definitely like the Donnie and HD Beast were the only ones there for that fight. They were able to take 2 members down. Norwich now left with 2 members alive, and it's an unfortunate start, but it's kind of a payback moment, which is very very fun to experience and see. But I do feel for Norwich, as they did have a really solid game last game. Again in El Pozo, we have West Texas A&M as well as I believe St. Ambrose University. These 2 teams dropped here the same spot or same location last time, although they switched sides of El Pozo. So definitely seeing some consistency with the teams that we have. Good to know that teams, they have a strategy that they go with and use that consistently. Last time it didn't really break out into anything huge. Both teams were able to just kind of loot up and get out of the city just fine. Actually, Loosey Goosey here is kind of scoping out this warehouse here. Knows that Meme Cuisine from RIT is here. Loosey Goosey from Florida State University, a top fragger for them as well. Trying to push in and find Meme Cuisine. He definitely knows he's there. Cage Ricky Bobby, actually, in the kill feed, you see knocked out HD Beast with the Mini 14 there. That was definitely not a short range fight either. Definitely a little bit of distance there, about 100 meters or so. Norwich University as well, just in the middle of 2 teams. It's not looking good. Webbington actually got out of the vehicle. These guys are going to definitely choose to get in and push that. Pensatucky going to kill or knock Webbington. And Pensatucky going to be able to finish off Webbington. I'm not sure. I think Webbington got a little bit frightened there and got out in the middle of the road. I think the buggy or whatever vehicle they had kind of spun out, and he was definitely very worried getting shot out there. But UCB, that's Kyle Berkeley, moving down the road. So shots, actually gets a good hit there onto one of the players in that truck. Loosey Goosey, as you see, was able to find Meme Cuisine from RIT. Got him there. See, does he have a pan? He's just gonna finish him off with a punch. RIT is gonna be down 1 member now. They do have what is Iceman? Oh, Iceman's over here. He went for the crate. So El Pozo is actually gonna be a very highly contested area here. West Texas A&M and St. Ambrose did have the first drop there, so they're going to be able to get a lot of the loot that came with that city. GLL now rotating in past Monte Nuevo. Actually taking the hippie van. These guys look like they're going to try and rotate into El Pozo. Might actually find gibberish here in a second as these guys are rotating through. Gibberish able to take one shot with the car 98 there. Wasn't able to connect on anything. Cajun Ricky Bobby, ooh, a little close. Well, the way that GLL is driving is very risky. Oh, what's going on here? Martin Poole from Marietta College. Driving this Murado, was trying to help his teammates get some shot off on Mokwenti there from Worcester Polytechnic Institute. Oh no, LSU is actually in this compound. Does Marietta College stop there? A lot of shots being fired. Definitely, you do not want to run into a fight with LSU. It is just 2 members though. I'm not sure. HCBC is actually out early from the game, so their main shot caller is out. It's going to be probably Lil Penguin calling the shots for them now. And look at these crates just being delivered in El Pozo to these teams. This is definitely very fortunate for them. Going to be an M249 in that with some armor. In a ghillie suit. Looks like Crane X going to be able to take that for his team. A lot of engages coming out on the roadways as these teams are trying to make their rotations into the circle. Marietta College gonna see FSU rolling through. Do they actually choose to stop? Oh, FSU does stop. It's gonna be a fight here. Esports not ready. Gonna go down first by Black Bullet with the M4. Nade gonna be thrown out. I don't think that's gonna connect onto anyone. They're gonna look to try and get this res here. Esports not ready is in a safe position, but Twiggy Smalls taken down pretty low as well. Scores. Look at this huge, great wraparound from Dally, but gonna get traded on the Loosey Goosey. Definitely top fragger for Florida State. Gonna try and push this and finish it off. Loosey Goosey finishes off with Martin Poole. Gonna make a trade there. Twiggy Smalls trying to rotate back in and help his team out. It's Loosey Goosey and Twiggy Smalls for their team right now. Martin Poole, the last member for Marietta College right now. Gets the spot. Martin Poole taken down to about 2 fists. Gonna get killed there. Black Bullet gonna go down, and I think there should be one last member for Marietta College. Yep, down here. So unfortunately, they did not have their full squad with them for that fight. It could have gone the other direction for sure. Here you've got St. Ambrose University and Cal Berkeley fighting against each other in this El Pozo warehouse area. But these teams gonna choose to kind of hunker down and wait out the rest of the game in these. The circle has gone not really a hard shift in any direction, pretty central from where it first started. But RIT trying to take some shots down at Cal Berkeley. I'm not sure, even if they do get a knockdown, don't think they'd be able to. Oh, there's a nice headshot coming out from Hershey. They're going to take 60 HP off of Kingdom. Going to be forced to heal up. That's actually going to do a good damage to his helmet. RIT again, the champions of Season 4. So always looking for them to perform well. Actually, St. Ambrose is actually split 2-2 right now. Saucepan is actually going to get one knock onto UC Berkeley. UC Berkeley definitely kind of pinched between RIT up on the hill and these guys, but Buzz Kingdom gonna be taken down real quick by Mitchy Boy with the barrel. Maybe got a little bit too ambitious there. They know they got the knock and wanted to be aggressive with it, but just a little bit too aggressive, as Cal Berkeley is still a 3-member squad. All 3 players are able to perform really well. Sauce Panda trying to find that peak. Gonna be traded once from Kingdom. Trying to get that pixel peak, not able to get it. Gonna take an extra hit there. And that's gonna force St. Ambrose to kind of retreat back behind. And Cal Berkeley is now forced to move. Gonna take a look down at guy taking some shots over at team number 14, which is the University of Cincinnati Black. And that's gonna be the first team going out in game number 2. Pulsify from the other Cincinnati squad. Gonna be seeing LSU rolling by. They're gonna get by without a scratch for now. There's not really any danger in their area, so good for them. And they actually are gonna have a really nice position for this next area. Sir Lemons from McMaster taking some shots up the hill onto Worcester Polytechnic. Coca-Cola in the kill feed. You see kills Kingdom plays from UCB. That's going to leave Cal Berkeley with only 2 players alive. Definitely going to hurt them going forward, as there's still a lot of teams. That's actually team number 13, the last member from Norwich University, being killed by Oblivion, the ace from McMaster. Rolling through on the buggy, just a little unfortunate. And a little hard when you're the only member left for your team. Florida State University rotating to the south here. There is a solo member here from Marietta College. He does have a scar. Might be able to do some damage onto Florida State. Gonna get a nice shot there. Doesn't have any cover. He's gonna have to hide behind this rock. Doesn't actually reload his scar, but switches to the... there we go. Nice shots coming out. Be able to knock Twiggy and should be able to get the kill there. Loosey Goosey's gonna have to rotate up to him. They do have smoke as the cover. Mr. Vision gonna get a headshot onto True. Loosey Goosey actually gonna be finished by Pulsify. Gonna be taking the kill there. And now, I don't even know. Taddy is kind of stuck in a hard spot. No, he doesn't want to push out. Now Loosey Goosey's going to push over. He's also kind of, suppressed from McMaster down here as well. Sir Lemon's going to be taking some shots. McMaster doing a good job of gatekeeping these 2 solo players out of the zone. Lucy's gonna be able to get the spray and the final kill. Gonna knock out Marietta College there. Lucy trying to put some tires. Actually managed to get a hit there, a leg shot onto Sir Lemons unintentionally, I believe. a look at LSU now taking some shots over at St. Ambrose University. I'm not sure where, I think that was Sauce Panda. Just trying to find some cover up there in the rocks. Still pretty far away, so definitely safe. But they do have Ohio State Buckeye Gaming Collective right here in this compound. And there's going to be a huge fight now coming out from the University of Cincinnati and McMaster University. UC is actually choosing to retreat down the hill. They definitely want to throw some smokes out here as they were retreating, or just turn and take some of these shots. So needs to land these headshots here. Gets one, takes Mr. Vision down very low. Definitely UC would want to push on that advantage. They definitely landed a good amount of damage onto Mr. Vision. That would definitely take him out of the fight for a temporary amount of time. But UC going to choose to just kind of hunker down into this compound. Bastard out in the open, so they could be getting hit from a lot of different angles. And here we go. Ohio State finding team number 8, St. Ambrose, up the hill above them. Definitely an immediate threat for them. There you go, Coca-Cola getting a saucepan. That's going to leave 2 members alive. Cranak's going to go down. That's going to be 1 member left for St. Ambrose. Can Crimson somehow pull this out? Going to be taking hits from a lot of different directions, though. He's up here on this hill, pretty exposed. He does have this truck as cover. And if enough teams start shooting at this truck, it's actually going to be like an explosion hazard for him. He might be able to smoke Cranak. Nope, I take that back. He is going to be finishing 2 jabs there. So Crimson going to be the last member alive for St. Ambrose University. And all of Ohio State is right here looking at him as this zone closes in. Gonna take a look now down towards RIT, Louisiana at Lafayette, and University of California, Berkeley. Teams trading back and forth. All 3 teams very highly skilled. Definitely all top 16 teams that we should see in the finals. Pulsify actually going to get the last member for Florida State there. Crimson's going to go down as well. That's going to be it for St. Ambrose. ULL going to decide to rotate. It might be an LSU versus ULL fight. So Louisiana fight here. Who is the better Louisiana University? Cajun Ricky Bobby pushing into the compound. That car was actually very close to exploding. That just took a couple of hits and it was dead. LSU now rotating to help out Garu. Garu gonna try and trade some shots, but just gonna bandage for the moment. Remember, LSU did lose one of their top fraggers, HG Beast, in the early game, so this is a 3-force LSU, and ULL is a 4-man squad, so LSU definitely with the disadvantage going to choose to let them have this compound. And actually, Ohio State is now rotating. Warden goes down. Cajun Vlad going to get the kill there. Definitely a nice frag from him. And as you can see, UC, Red, Pulsify, and company all doing a lot of work here in this late game. McMaster's still on this hill. I'm surprised they have not been pushed out and away by University of Cincinnati. Like, Oblivion the Ace is out in the open. Like, he just, all these members from UC just need to be shooting at him with ARs and just getting those shots. Twiggy's doing a good job with the Car 98, but it's you know, 18 here, 40 there. There you go. Cheese is going to take down Oblivion the Ace. That's going to be RIT. So University of Cincinnati not actually going to be able to get that kill for them. Take it. Cal Berkeley, as they are now under heavy fire from RIT, as well as West Texas A&M. A lot of third party happening. West Texas A&M has a great vehicle cover there. Iceman Navy's going to take a shot from Vitamin T is going to knock Iceman Navy through the smoke. Very nice shot. Right in front of her. We're going to get Hershey. She's the last member alive for RIT. Oh, Vitamin T is now going to be taking some shots from UC. Original loser. I hope he's able to find a frag kill here to help him out. Wasn't able to get it. Gonna try and get the res off real quick here. Pulsify looking to find this kill. Pulsify. Oh man. Good shots coming out from Pulsify. He's already got 4 kills for himself. West Texas A&M going to be the last member alive for their team. Maybe a third party helps them out. That would be the best case scenario. Cal Berkeley's doing a good job of that. And West Texas A&M, the zone is pushing in, but they might be able to get at least 1 member res. I don't think they'll be able to get both. The zone has pushed in, and I think it'll do too much damage. Kura Zakura gets a kill onto Anxiety Bites here in a second. And Vitamin T's goes down to the zone, so original loser gonna die to the zone, not gonna be able to let University of Cincinnati get that kill. And UC's needs to just realize that they died. LSU in the middle of the zone now. These teams kind of playing the outskirts. You have Louisiana schools in the middle here. Nice shot coming out there. The zone did close in, so it's going to be shifting to the northwest. It's going to force a lot of these southern teams down here. Pulsify doing great work with that SLR. Richie Boy going to be the last member alive for Cal Berkeley. And University of Cincinnati might be on track to win this game if they can just position themselves around and into the zone. They are the furthest team away from this next zone. Richie Boy also going to have a hard time pushing in as a solo with 2 teams kind of gatekeeping him. Bob going to go down to Sir Lemons from McMaster University. And Coca-Cola going to be the last member alive for the Ohio State Buckeye Gaming Collective. Does he see him? Surely he saw him on the rock, yeah. Oh! Preemptive SKS shot. Gonna hit the ground there. Sir Lemons ran into a Cincinnati squad and was not prepared for that. Cool Boy gonna get a kill for them there. And probably saved Coca-Cola's life there. KJ Ricky Bobby using the Winchester. Gonna kill Richie Boy. That's gonna be it for University of California, Berkeley. And this might just come down to a LSU ULL fight. University of Cincinnati does not have a lot of cover once they are pushed out of this zone. Basically, once they push down, it'll be very interesting. LSU's choosing to be very aggressive, though. Gonna try and push. Twiggy gonna be taken down, but Little Penguin taken down lower. Bold Boy gonna be taking a few shots. Little Penguin's actually gonna go down to the zone. He actually pushed a little bit there. Cajun Vlad gonna actually kill Garber. So ULL doing a great job of third partying this fight. The Donnie gonna go down as well. ULL doing a great job of third partying that fight. I'm not sure if LSU made the right call there to push out from their compound. And ULL now in a prime spot to secure this game here. The only option for Cincinnati right now is to throw smokes down into this compound, hope they get there, and then take a fight with ULL across the street. Coca-Cola did go down there, as you saw. It's a 3v4, 2 teams alive. Who will win it? You guys tell me in the chat. Nice hit there, coming out from Twiggy onto Cajun Ricky Bobby. Gonna be taken down to about half HP. There's the smokes coming out, you see. Gonna try and find their way down into some hard cover there. Can these shots connect? Pulsify, does he get there? Pulsify is in the safe for now. Twiggy, can he find a knock to help his team push down? Gonna throw an extra smoke just to kind of keep the artificial cover up for now. And ULL was sort of able to let UC push in, but Sobord does get a knock on the Pulsify with a nade. He is the top fragger. They definitely wanted to keep him alive, but Twiggy gonna get a good trade onto Pennsatucky. Doing some work with the Car 98 there. I don't think they're gonna be able to res Pulsify. They just Twiggy doesn't have any more smokes to keep him covered. Pennsatucky will be able to get res, so this might make it a 4 versus 2 situation in favor of University of Louisiana at Lafayette. But stranger things have happened. It just takes a knock or two for this fight to be a 2 versus 2. Twiggy's doing an excellent job of trying to do that with the Car 98 there. He sees Cajun Flag. If he can just get one. There is one. Pennsatucky goes down. Can he get 2? The zone is closing in, so both teams can be forced into each other. Those smokes may actually play in favor, but nope. I take it back. Sobord is going to take the kills, and ULL is going to take the win. So 9 kills coming out for ULL. University of Cincinnati had 8. Ohio State coming out with 6 for themselves. LSU coming out with 3. And University of California, Berkeley coming out with 4 for themselves as well. Again, that concludes game number 2. We're going to have game number 3. That'll be the last game for tonight. We'll have all the scores inputted. And we'll be back in just a second with game number 3. Stick around.
Not a soul up ahead and nothing behind. There's a desert in my blood and a storm in your eyes. Am I the king of nothing at all? And you're the queen of nothing at all. Well, I remember the fight and I forget the pain. I got my hand in your pocket and my key in your chain. Am I the king of nothing at all? And you're the queen of nothing at all. Is
we're able to get a vehicle here. And beautiful 4-man for the rest of the game. Definitely could have been very unfortunate for RIT. Whoa, we have another Western zone for this game. Gonna be interesting since it is sort of a replay of game number 2, how teams might play this differently knowing what happened last game. Some of them might choose to sort of rotate early, and even like all this part of the map is unusable. So really you have like half the circle here as playable, and you have a lot of teams over in this northeast direction of the map. Oh no, Meme Cuisine again being trailed by Florida State. I don't know if they know that they're there. The Loosey Goosey. Oh, he gets it. Loosey Goosey gonna go down early for Florida State University. Now, where's the rest of RIT? Florida State does not want anything to do with that. They lost one of their top fraggers real early this game. How much can Meme Cuisine do before Cheese is here to help him out? That's kind of the question here. Just kind of playing it very cautiously. Both sides do not want to overpeak. Twiggy Smalls in. Oh, he's gonna get one. Is he gonna get finished? Twiggy's gonna go down. Spolsworth, the second one to go down. Is Meme Cuisine gonna be able to get a full squad wipe? Iceman, Navy, and the rest of RIT are here. Where is the last remaining member for Florida State? He is over here. Esports not ready with the VSS. Those VSS shots are coming out. I wonder if RIT heard him. Yes, they did. Cheese spots him out on top of the roof. He's taken down to 40 HP. That frag not quite in the right direction there, but RIT on the prowl for some blood. Cheese gonna be taking a few hits there. Meme Cuisine does see him. Now, Esports not ready. Gonna be in a bad position here. He is sort of peeking. Gonna throw a Molotov. It's gonna go a little bit too far. Does Hershey? Oh. Just looks up at him and just sprays him down. That's going to be Florida State University going out really early this game. Hershey going to be taking some shots over at Louisiana State as well. See a lot of these teams rotating now towards the circle. This is actually going to be interesting. You got Pulsify here, who I think was trying to go to the same compound as Lil Penguin. But LSU is definitely one of their sort of tactics is to, rotate early rather than later so that they're able to grab that positioning rather than the loot that they need. You see all these vehicles rotating into zone. The 8 vehicles here, another 11 there. Old Boy's gonna group up with his team. Ohio State gonna be parking and also being trailed. Oh my gosh. Gonna be trailing behind St. Ambrose. Actually connects the shot there. Really well done. Doesn't find any more. Granite's gonna be taking a few hits there. Nothing too damaging yet. Taken down to about half HP. Ohio State still relentless, trying to find any sort of damage at a long range. They're actually being fired upon by University of Cincinnati. Take a look at the map here. You got Cal Berkeley and LSU actually very close to each other. Definitely aware of each other's positions. Look at this. We got 3 solo players all driving the road. Actually, LSU has a teammate in the vehicle with them. Cincinnati in purple. And White Horizon, team number 14, UC Black. And, that White Horizon flipped. So LSU is going to try to group up with the rest of their team, but Cal Berkeley is here. It's just a question of, you know, are they able to spot out LSU? Zakara trying to lay down some fire onto LSU. A lot of these teams converging onto each other. Gideon not in a good spot for himself right now. I guess actually crashed into that metal shrapnel. GLL gonna blow up the vehicle. It's gonna be unusable now. May make for some makeshift cover later in the game. He has to be careful. Ultimate loser gonna kill Dally from Marietta College. Martinful is gonna go down as well. Cajun Ricky Bobby gonna get him. Cajun Flat with the knock. That vehicle gonna be on fire as well. May be decided to be blown up by ULL later as well. Marietta. What is this little penguin just on a bike driving through? Coldboy did get out, tried to take it out. Little penguin trying to get a spray, keep him away. Doesn't find anything to connect onto him. And we might have a nasty fight up here. There's a lot of teams rotating to this compound. Actually, UC Berkeley did flip for a moment there, but were able to find themselves back on the feed, but take over that compound. Gideon now going to try to find return shots on the Pulsify, gets him and knocks him down. University Cincinnati still at a 3-man. Warden from Ohio State gets a headshot onto Anxiety Python. Who plays for West Texas A&M. If I were WPI at this very moment, I would not want to stay in this position for very long. They are very exposed on this hillside here. Anyone from the sort of, I guess the east, that is, could fight them. I do think they want to try and take the fight here with Cincinnati. It looks like Gideon does try and get a few, but gets pushed off. And yeah, it's just not. Kingdom is kind of behind here, providing some nice third-party firing. Does have a Winchester and a UMP. Paradox does get a second knock on a Pulsify. That's going to be his second knock. Paradox actually with a very nice flank here. Mr. Blockhead's actually going to team kill. Very... I don't know if their team would have been able to res him, but that nade was definitely not placed where it should have been. Paradox going to try and smoke, probably try try and retreat here. But WPI actually has Cincinnati in a very good wrap. They're covering on both sides. Mr. Vision goes down to the zone. From McMaster University. McQuinty spotted out Gold Boy. A lot of fighting coming out here. LSU taking a lot of shots at McMaster right now. Trying to get a lot of these in. Actually going to blow up the vehicle. That's going to be a really ace. That's what 4 ARs can do. You can just see the havoc that LSU is raining down onto McMaster. They are going to be knocked out early as well. RIT getting some knocks and some kills for themselves. Paradox back over here, going to get a knock on the Cold Boy. Question is, where is the rest of WPI? They could really use some extra firing support from their team. Paradox and McQuinty are taking on a 2v4. 2v3 now. They didn't get Pulsify earlier. But they are doing a great job. Whoa! A little bit of a leap. They're gonna get the finish there. Paradox gonna kill Coldboy. This is actually turned into a 2v1 situation. Like, WPI played this very well. Mr. Blockhead down the last remaining lever with just a sliver of HP. He's panicking. And that's gonna be it. WPI taking on a 2v4 and not having any consequences for it. What is going on over here? True and Black Bullet are in the same building here. I'm not sure how True ended up alone here, but he is going to go down to Black Bullet. That's going to be one of the WPI members going down. Unfortunately, there is one more somewhere. I'm not sure. Oh, Gideon down here in this compound. Vitamin T's from West Texas A&M doing some good jobs. These guys actually found each other. They dropped in El Pozo all 3 games and finally are fighting each other. But it's not in El Pozo. It's out in the middle of a little bit west of Monte Nuevo. So RIT again, team number 10, West Texas A&M in team number 6. Vitamin T is actually going to be taken out by Cheese. And these guys are pushing in through the zone, trying their best. Cheese is actually very far away. A lot of teams are kind of split. There's not really any teams who are like close to each other. I mean, like UCB's kind of split, WPI split. I mean, LSU's close to each other. They do have a really good spot there, but I mean, RIT, you got Hershey there, Cheese there. They have good angles. It's just a very risky sort of play style if you're only a 2-man squad. She's just trying to connect these shots. They're so far away. It's several hundred meters away. The shot just high of Cheese, it looked like. But yeah, RIT and West Texas A&M both going to be having to rotate into the zone. Take a look at UCB. Trying to take some shots up the hill onto Norwich University. Doesn't quite look like they're going to be able to find anything there. Taking a look now at Ohio State trading shots with team number 8, St. Ambrose. HGB is going to be taking out Cajun and Ricky Bobby from ULL. A lot of these teams just trying to trade shots back and forth. Actually helping the party a little bit with Cal Berkeley. He's going to get one. Can he get the finish? Gideon does get the finish, but can he get the kill? That's going to be the question. Oh, gets behind the cover of the hill. Who is going to be able to finish off this kill? It's so close. Kurizakara does get it though for UC Berkeley. Norwich was able to find their way into this compound though, but they did lose one member for it. West Texas A&M and RIT both still very close to each other. Definitely we'll see them engage each other very shortly if ULL does not find them first. Kingdom plays in this. Oh, that's a gonna take shots at Gideon again. Why? Gideon went very aggressive for that crate in the middle of the road. I'm not sure how he was able to get there without getting shot at beforehand. And Kingdom plays like in this small little shack. I don't think ULL is aware of this. He is only in here with a UMP and a Winchester, so there's not much. Gonna be killed by Kingdom Plays. Let's see if he's able to do it again. He is going to take some painkillers, but you know, one frag could do it for Kingdom Plays. Very unfortunate for the ULL member. LSU trying to take some shots now over in the direction of RIT and West Texas A&M. They get one onto West Texas A&M. Gonna be anxiety bites going down. I2A gonna be the last member alive for West Texas A&M if he does not get that res off. HTB's just going to do the job and finish him off. It's going to be West Texas A&M going out. But RIT's still up here on this hill. They are going to try and drive. Little Penguin. Pull out the M4, but Hershey might actually fall into Ohio State, and RIT's going to go down here. It's going to be 2 kills for them. Paradox also cleaning up Cal Berkeley here with Michi Boy and Kurizakara. LSU also getting some shots onto ULL. Marietta getting some kills onto Norwich. Donnie's going to try and clean up some of these kills. Paradox, 5 kills for himself. He's been performing really well. He actually had help with the squad wipe with McQuinty earlier in the game. On to Cincinnati, definitely have been playing really well this game. They have to be careful because they do have Marietta College behind them. They heard that nade go off. I don't know who threw it. Did Marietta threw it? Oh no, that duck barely got him. A few shots coming out from Paradox. Gets a few of them in there. That's going to force Marietta to fall back. They both are taken down to about 1/4 of health. One shot connects. Paradox taken down to about half HP. MoQuinty, is he able to find some hits? LSU going to be taking out one member from Ohio State. T-Chabs. Oh man. I don't know if DU wanted to take those shots. He actually does get Sauce Panda, but I mean, they traded back with them. St. Ambrose did a good job of keeping the rest of WPI up on top of that hill. So now St. Ambrose is going to be trying to find LSU on top of the hill there. So you see Black Bull going down the hill. DU. Gonna be the last one alive from Marietta College. Crimson gonna try and throw a nade a little bit to the right. And DU is caught in a very hard spot. Goes prone. He actually has 11 smoke grenades. It's actually a ton of smoke. He can definitely make a smoke screen for himself for quite some time. And look at that. Crate gonna be delivered right to St. Ambrose University. WPI still on top of this hill, have a good positioning for them. LSU gonna be taking some shots down. Gonna connect a few shots. HGB's trying to find something through the smoke, wasn't quite in the right spot. But LSU is going to be taking an eye on this crate. They definitely don't want St. Ambrose to have that. Seven teams alive, 14 members left in the game. HDB is going to be pushing down towards T-Chabs. Or no, not T-Chabs, Kuvop. Just kind of holding this angle. He has a nice little ridge line to play here with the zone. But St. Ambrose might find it here for themselves as well, as they do have to push towards or push into the zone. St. Ambrose might be in a good position to win this game. They don't have too much cover though. That is their only issue right now. They're gonna have to try and, you know, find some cover behind those vehicles or get to the next ridge line. Just fight back and, you know, make sure that they don't have anyone shooting at them. And Quincy does a good job of helping them out with the third party there, but HTB's going to get Kranak. Kuvop actually going to get HTB to the third party there as well. Lil Penguin finishes up Ohio State Buckeye Gaming Collective there. Lil Penguin going to throw a smoke onto HTB. Doesn't quite have the distance, but going to push their... Crimson should definitely try and push this res right here. I'm gonna throw a nade in that direction. I don't... Well, it did took a good bounce, but I don't think it's gonna have the distance to connect onto them. But LSU kind of split now. They do have 2 and 2. They were able to get HD up. And Donnie and Garu are both up there on the hill as well. St. Ambrose trying to push the 2 members down here from LSU. HTB's taken down. Can Lil Penguin do anything about it? Crimson taking down to about 30 HP. That's a great nade if that was cooked. That was Oh, it was just a little far. Lil Penguin down so low. The LSU from up here trying to help out as best they can. Lil Penguin takes down Crimson Critics, the last one remaining, and Lil Penguin's going to be able to do it for their team. Unfortunately, HD Beast did go down, but Lil Penguin able to help out the rest of his team. Donnie spots out Gideon coming, trying to flank from behind. He's the last member alive for WPI. Almost. Ooh, this nade might be. I don't think it quite got there. Gonna throw those a little bit farther. Gideon's gonna try and throw a nade in return. Garrow's trying to keep him at bay with the M249 and the SLR. Three teams left, 5 players left. Garrow just trying to spray through the smoke, seeing if he can find anything. Garrow's only got 47 rounds left in that. Dude, how did he stay alive for so long? That is remarkable. Marietta College coming in 3rd place with the solo. And Gideon Jura, it's a 2-3 situation. Donnie just gonna finish it off like that. And LSU is gonna take 1st place with 16 kills. Not much of a surprise there. So there you have it. Game 3 done in the books. Week 5 halfway over. LSU coming in 1st place. WPI coming in 2nd. This is Marietta College coming in 3rd. St. Ambrose coming in 4th. And ULL coming in 5th there. Give you a look at the rest of the scoreboard. Again, want to give a special shout out to our sponsors, DreamHack and GLL. Be sure to play in all the GLL tournaments that they have. They have a ton of awesome GLL wingman tournaments, duos, and squads. Also win some cool prizes for them. And also DreamHack for helping sponsor the season with tickets at Atlanta, happening November 15th through the 17th. And if you're interested in collegiate PUBG, feel free to join our Discord, follow us on Twitter, chat with us. We love to hear what your thoughts are. And yeah. So with that, that'll conclude tonight's games. Tune in Sunday evening at 9 o'clock Eastern. That's 6 o'clock Pacific. We'll have Lobby B being streamed. That's 16 different teams than you saw tonight. It'll be a lot of fun, a lot of different action going on. Whole different ball game taking place on air and Gale. And we'll hope to see you there. But until that next time, this has been the Fight Dude, and you're watching CBA.